Closed captioning provided by the UT Haslam College full-time MBA program. Learn, transform, lead. It all starts here.
Let's get ready to work to win. Let's go.
This is it.
Butch Jones leads the Tennessee Volunteers, running through the tee on a Saturday night.
A passion that knows no equal.
Takes off to the 20. A touchdown, Tennessee.
For the next 60 minutes, you're tuned to Vol Network coverage of the Tennessee Volunteers.
Let's own the expectations, man. Let's go.
From the heart and soul of the Volunteers Day.
I want the whole city of Knoxville to know that it's football time in Tennessee.
This is Tennessee. This is the Butch Jones Show.
I've been waiting for this one.
Brought to you by the Big Orange Debit Card. Only from the official bank of the Vols. First Tennessee. By Dish. Introducing the Flex Pack. It's a skinny bundle from Dish, official sponsor of the Big Orange. By the Ford F-150. Tough runs in our family. See your local Ford dealer today. And by Farm Bureau Insurance. With agents in more communities than any other insurer, Tennessee turns to Farm Bureau Insurance, the official insurance of the Vols.
Tennessee returned to Neyland Stadium on a Saturday afternoon, beat the Ohio Bobcats 28-19. Coach, the third straight win for your team, overall ninth straight victory.
Great win, and obviously we have some improvements that have to be made, but really, Bob, the storyline of this game was red zone efficiency. We were 4 for 4 on offense in scoring touchdowns in the red zone and then limiting them to field goals, and I really thought that was the storyline of the game, and this game defined next man up. We had a rash of injuries. We were decimated at some position groups, and a true freshman, Balen Buchanan out of Georgia, steps up and really played winning football for us on the edge of our defense at the corner position.
You talk about stepping up. At one point, your defense, you're without your three leaders, really. Darren Kirkland Jr., Cam Sutton, and Jalen Reeves-Maven all out with injuries, and other guys really had to step up and play well.
That was a thing that was very rewarding, is we had some individuals that really stepped up. And we always talk about the expectations and the standards never change. The names of the back of the jersey may change, but the way we're going to play never changes. And I thought these individuals did a great job of really handling sudden change and stepping up in that type of situation.
Josh Dobbs, second half, really very effective running the football, and that seemed to open up a lot of things for the offense.
I thought he really controlled command of the line of scrimmage. A lot of those runs were basically three options involved with the throw down the field as well, and I thought he made very good decisions with the football.
It's all about the fourth quarter, and your team dominated the fourth quarter.
Well, first of all, we said we wanted to start off to a fast start, and we were able to do that. But again, we had their punt team on the field twice, and we had catastrophic penalties that kept them on the football field. But I liked the way we started the game. I liked the approach of our players. I thought they were really ready to go, and then we take great pride in winning the fourth quarter as well.
And the defense, again, really bottled up. They had one drive in the second half, but other than that, the defense really forced them off the field.
Well, when you look at it, you're exactly right. Held them to a little over 100 yards in the second half and did a very good job. Really got them in third and long, but also some critical third and short stops as well.
So a good win for Tennessee. The Volunteers take it over Ohio U by a score of 28-19. We'll show you highlights next here on the Butch Jones Show.
This is how the Vols pitch in.
Several weeks ago, Team 120 went out in the community, gathering donations to reduce, reuse, and recycle. They collected old cell phones, computers, printers, TVs, books, glasses, and shoes. The Big Orange is pitching in once again to make East Tennessee better.
Pitch in and do your part to make Neyland Stadium a zero-waste facility. Sponsored by Eastman, Food City, and Waste Connections. Promote sustainability. At Tennessee, good sports always recycle.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family. And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Now get F-150 with 0 for 72, plus 1,000 smart bonus on select vehicles, plus 500 Labor Day bonus cash.
Go Vols!
It's been used universally for decades. The consummate attaboy. Good job. Way to go. Because nothing says a job well done like the classic high five. So if someone wants to give you 5, the polite thing to do is say thank you. That's why for 5 years in a row, Farm Bureau Insurance has been proud to receive the J.D. Power Award for highest customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Southeast region. Farm Bureau Insurance. Tennessee turns to us.
Excellence is a journey that you choose to take. It's a choice to be the academic medical center in the region. It's a focus on not asking what's next, but discovering it. Excellence is having physicians on the cutting edge of medicine, training future generations of physicians. The University of Tennessee Medical Center. Wisdom for your life.
I just wanna break the rules. I just wanna break the rules.
First Tennessee is the official bank of the Vols. They have backed us. They've been extremely supportive, and I am very proud to be partners with them as we continue to venture on this journey brick by brick. They are Tennessee. They're what this great state has been built upon. People, customer service, innovation, passion, and constant never-ending improvement. Based in Tennessee, they give their all for Tennessee each and every day. There's only one official bank of the Vols, and that's First Tennessee.
Fakes the handoff, going to throw it again over the middle. This time the pass complete for a Tennessee touchdown. Josh Malone on the post pattern, and Josh Dobbs right on target. Tennessee scores to lead Ohio 6-0. Dobbs hands it to his tailback, trying to go outside, breaks a tackle, hurts down on his feet, stiff arm to the 30, still on his feet to the 40, to the 45, and to the 47-yard line. Just sheer strength and brute force. Sets up, looking, big chase, rolling out to the near side, still looking, he's going to tuck it, avoids one tackle and starts out of bounds. What a move. Dobbs makes it, now takes off running to the 10, Dobbs to the 5, all the way to the checkerboard. Touchdown, Tennessee. Josh Dobbs makes the handoff and takes off up the middle for a touchdown.
It was a hot, sunny afternoon at Neyland Stadium. Over 100,000 fans there to watch Tennessee and Ohio University. And, Coach, it was a great crowd. It was an early start. I know you're always concerned about how a team starts in those early games, but your team came out on the first drive and just click, click, click.
I thought we were ready to play. We had a very, very good week of preparation, and we really stressed the importance of a noon game, and I thought we stepped up again. We just had too many momentum killers at inopportune times in terms of penalties, too many balls on the ground, and when we have opportunities with receivers in the running free in the back end, we got to make them pay for it as well.
I know you're not happy with the 9 penalties, and some of those are really kind of ones that really stop drives for you too.
We always talk about playing a clean game, and the 5 balls on the ground, even though we did not lose any of them, you can't turn your head to that, and we'll get to working on that immediately. But also the penalties, we pride ourselves in not hurting ourselves, and that's part of playing complementary football in all 3 phases.
Let's look at some of the highlights from the game, and I guess one of the big plays was the very first one when you got the ball to a Tennessee tailback, Alvin Kamara.
Well, this is a multiple run read by Josh Dobbs here, and he does a great job of really making the decision. Then we get Alvin to the sideline, and once we get him circling the defense, good things are going to happen. Like for him right here to keep his feet. Jalen Hurd does a good job of blocking Josh Malone, but we talked about starting fast, and we were able to start fast that way.
And now Josh Dobbs finds Josh Malone.
20-yard touchdown pass, and this comes off a play action. As you can see, we're going to have a token ball fake here to the running back, and then we're just running basically a double post concept here. Good protection. You can see the clean pocket, and that's what we talked about. It all starts up front. You can see the clean pocket right here, which Josh Dobbs has. He does a great job with this 3-step hitch, and then there's the post, and there's Josh Malone, and it's 7-0.
And Josh Malone suddenly has turned out to be a big play receiver for you.
He has, but again, he's had consistency in his approach throughout the course of training camp and in the first 3 weeks of the season. Next one, Jalen Hurd here. Here's a rushing touchdown. We have 1st and goal in the 1 where we actually had the touchdown taken off the board. But again, we're in the pistol here, and he does a great job of hurdling it into the end zone.
So Jalen Hurd gets the touchdown, and Ohio U came back and wanted to run the football against you.
Again, this is 3rd and 3, and this is a key stop for us. And you know, if you watch the get off by our defensive front, the use of our hands are trying to double our 3 technique. And there's Jalen Reeves-Maben right there reading it. And the thing I like the most about it is right here, the ball bounces. Then watch Micah come in there, and he's actually trying to strip the ball as well.
Derek Barnett got close a bunch, but he had pressure on the quarterback all day.
Well, this is 3rd and 9 from the 13, and you can see right here it's all about disrupting the quarterback. And we chart hits on the quarterback. We also, Bob, we chart also penalties generated by a defensive front. That's when you know how explosive they are. And Derek does a great job here of winning his one-on-one matchup. We do a great job schematically. As you can see here, we're going to blitz off the edge, and that gives Derek Barnett a free run to the quarterback, and you don't want to do that.
So the pass is incomplete.
And again, that's one of those situations where we hold them to a field goal, which was big in this situation.
They were in the red zone 4 times, had to kick 3 field goals.
Well, that's all what it's all about. Again, this is Josh Dobbs managing the football game. We're gonna have a play action pass here, and Alvin Kamara on the swing route is actually his 3rd progression. Again, look at the offensive line. They do a good job, and you know, again, they've had some explosive pass rushers. They do a good job, but this is the 3rd read in the progression, and then Alvin makes the first guy miss, and then the 2nd and 3rd effort, and that's what we talk about is a 63 effort, and that was a big first down for us.
And again, Josh Dobbs effective with his feet.
Well, we're running a naked here, and he does a great job. The end doesn't squeeze, and that's a byproduct of our run game. He makes the first guy miss and then finishes it. But the thing I liked here is I thought he did a great job of lowering his pads and not being denied on the goal line. And you can see Ethan Wolf coming in and making a big block at the point of attack as well.
That gave Tennessee a 21-12 lead, but Ohio comes right back down the field.
Well, they have some big-bodied receivers, and this is a play-action pass. And we're not where our eyes need to be from a discipline standpoint, and it gives them touchdown, gives them 7 points.
So again, now it's a 2-point game, and Tennessee answers. And again, the connection Josh Dobbs to Josh Malone.
Well, you just said it, Bob. It's all about answering it. And this is a post-wheel combination. It's 1st and goal here, throwing the ball on 1st and 10. Again, off a token play action. Again, look at the time that Josh Dobbs has to set his feet and throw the football. Right there, and then Josh Malone does a great job of really going up and making the catch.
So Malone has his 2nd touchdown of the day, and now it's Tennessee's defense.
Well, a critical stop here. The ball's on the 47-yard line. It's 4th down and 3, and we always talk about these are the defining moments in a football game, and we talk about this is a Superman opportunity, and you can see Derek Barnett has a Superman opportunity, has great get off, does a great job here at the right defensive end position. You can see right here where he really rips and reduces his surface and has a free run to the quarterback and disrupts the throw.
Just almost got the sack.
That was big for us. And again, it's hits on the quarterback, and I thought our defensive front did a pretty good job all day long.
So the defense stops Ohio U down the stretch, and the Volunteers get the victory 28-19. Great momentum now heading into SEC play.
Well, it is. We needed to be 3-0 heading into SEC play. We're 3-0. It hasn't been pretty at times, but this football team is very, very resilient. In all my years of coaching, I've never been through a game like this or being decimated with injuries, and it was really your special teams depth chart. And a lot of these individuals who now were gaining valuable repetitions on defense, they were the core of your special teams unit. And I give them a lot of credit. And again, when you have a true freshman like Balin Buchanan step up, that provides a lot of momentum and a lot of energy in moving forward.
Tennessee gets the win over Ohio University, and we'll continue with more on the Butch Jones Show in a moment.
It's time to honor the Tennessee Vol Scholar of the Week, brought to you by Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics. Shop ChooseNissan.com, innovation that excites. This week, we recognize Dylan Wiseman as the Vol Scholar of the Week. Dylan will graduate this December, and he plans to pursue dental school. Dylan is a 2016-2017 Vol Scholar, and he was also on the 2015 SEC Fall Honor Roll. That's what makes Dylan Wiseman our Vol Scholar of the Week.
Sophie, his 13th birthday. Gift, we've got you. Guitar, coming tomorrow. Road game today, surprise party tomorrow. Change of plans. Game tomorrow.
No, birthday tomorrow.
Hotel. Guitar, reroute.
Birthdays are on birthdays.
Party, relocate. UPS My Choice makes rerouting packages easy. How we're helping companies solve for the needs of customers like Sophie.
The 2016 Nissan Altima. An IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. With forward emergency braking that could stop for you. Take on sudden stops. Get to your local Nissan store today for 0% financing for up to 72 months. Or save up to $4,500 on the 2016 Altima. It's a Nissan, proud partner of the Tennessee Volunteers.
It's hot in here.
It's your kickin' chicken sandwich meal. It really brings the heat. Is it hot enough?
Smoldering. I'm April.
I'm July.
Set your world on fire? Maybe. Indescribably good? Definitely. The Kickin' Chicken Sandwich Meal. Chicken fingers on Texas toast drizzled with tongue torch sauce and ranch. Served with crinkle fries and a small beverage. Only at Zaxby's.
Crowds in Midtown today mean only one thing.
Everyone is ready for the next-gen iPhone. And so is Verizon, with the only next-gen network that lets you make the most of it. LTE Advanced delivers 50% faster peak speeds to over 450 cities coast to coast. The next-gen iPhone deserves the next-gen network. And right now, get our best offer ever, an iPhone 7 on us.
Vol Nation, join our friends at Dish as we unite in the fight against Alzheimer's. Time to get your game face on.
The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by Verizon, the better network. Verizon, official wireless provider of the Tennessee Volunteers.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas.
By UT Medical Center, Tennessee's hospital. UT Medical Center, wisdom for your life. And by Food City, the tailgating capital of Big Orange Country. And proud sponsor of UT Athletics. Food City, value every day.
I'm Maddie Glad with Eric Ainge, former Tennessee quarterback. This is the Film Room, a segment where Eric teaches us about the X's and O's. We're talking about one-on-one matchups on offense today. Okay, you're tossing up a 50-50 ball. How do you know you can trust that receiver?
It starts in practice. You have to have a lot of one-on-one matchups, summertime, throw the ball up in the air. Cam Sutton, Josh Malone, Juwan Jennings, these guys go out and they find out pretty quick who can go up and who can catch that football. We got a guy right here, Josh Malone, that we know now after 2 games and a couple years in school that we can trust to throw that ball up in the air and he'll come down with it. Let me ask you though, what do you see right here? When you look at this still shot, what do you see?
I see the box is pretty stacked. I'm going to let it fly if I'm Dobbs.
There's a lot of guys in here. We want to work outside right now. So down set, hut, the ball snapped. Here comes Josh. Pause it right there, stop. So when you look at this, here's a safety, here's a safety. The motion comes, you suck the safeties up, whether there's 1 guy deep, 2 guys deep, they're coming up on the play action, one-on-one, take a chance, throw it up in the air, play action, good job by Josh. Hey, when you're a quarterback, you're taught, don't overthrow them and don't throw the ball out of bounds. Great throw, let it roll, watch Josh get to pay dirt, fight him off with your off arm, catch the football, fight him off. Great job. We go to the next one right here. Another Josh Malone touchdown on a 50-50 ball. Ball's thrown up in the air. His guy or nobody, Virginia Tech. Now here's one thing to notice right here. What do you see?
I see it's pretty stacked again. It looks like defense is playing up tight.
Everybody's up in here. We got our big guys up there, a couple tight ends. We're going to run the football, and the down and distance is 2nd and 4. It's a running down, right?
What's the perfect down and distance to take a shot?
There's not a perfect down and distance. When you talk about taking shots down the field, it's after a turnover. You get a big turnover. You want to get the momentum. You get 5 turnovers, 3 against Virginia Tech right there. Get the ball, throw it down the field. Right here, 2nd and 4, we're running the football. Everybody gets up there, down, set, hut, ball snapped. Look, we even got the motion, run action. Again, pause it right there. One-on-one, just like the last play. The run action, the guys firing off the football, and the down and distance, because we have the illusion of the run, gets us these matchups. Let it roll right here. Josh again, fighting him off, catching the football with some swag there at the end. Good job by number 3. Another one right here. Now, this is Tyler Bird's incomplete pass against Virginia Tech.
Hold up. Why are we even talking about an incomplete pass? I know the catch was beautiful, but why are you bringing it up
here? It was an almost touchdown for the freshman. He's going to be a good football player. So here again, now we got 3-on-2 over here, 2-on-2 over here. This is how they chose to play this. This was a great job by DeBoard in the football game, but not every time. He's not the primary receiver. The play's not designed to throw the ball to Bird deep.
If the defense is reading this right now, what are they seeing on offense?
Well, let's right here, 3 down set hut. Offensive line needs to do a little better. They need to give Josh a little bit more time here. But there he goes. He gets flushed. That ball's not designed to go to Tyler in the back of the end zone. But he does a great job of giving it. It's my guy or nobody. We talk about 50-50 balls. My guy or nobody. Great job by Josh, giving him an opportunity. Great job by Bird coming down with the football. That'll be a touchdown here pretty soon. The last one. Again, you talk about time, how much time you need to throw the ball down the field. Watch this right here, down, set, hut, ball snap. Watch all 4 of these wide receivers attacking vertically right here. There's your one crossing route. Kamara catches the ball down in the end zone. Not every time you call a deep ball is the ball going to get pushed down the field. We want to throw it deep, get a little pressure. Josh makes a great play, gets outside the pocket, finds his check down again. Touchdown, check down. When you're watching the game as a fan, as a member of the media, whatever it is, always think touchdown, check down. Get the ball out of your hand quick.
Eric, thank you. I understand a little bit more. I hope you guys do too. Back to you, Bob.
Taking shots downfield, you got to try it every once in a while to loosen things up, don't you?
Well, we have to, and it's hard to play perfect to 4 yards, although a 4-yard run is a great run. We need to throw the ball down the field and really be efficient with that, and I thought for the most part we did a very, very good job with that, attacking down the field.
But Josh Dobbs has to develop confidence that his guys are going to be open and run to the ball, too. And Josh Malone seems to be one of those guys he's got a lot of confidence in.
He has, and Josh Malone has been playing very, very good football, been playing winning football for us. But again, gets back to that word, Bob, consistency. And Josh Malone has been very, very consistent day in and day out, week in and week out, every single practice. And he's been on a mission. He's been on a mission to really improve himself as a receiver in all facets of the game, and it really shows now on game day.
You know, Malone was talking about even in the summertime, they'd been here at 5 or 6 in the morning. The lights weren't even on in the indoor facility, and they'd still be out here running plays, and that's how dedicated they are to getting this passing game better.
No question, and everyone has really stepped up, and they take great pride in that. And football really comes down to winning your one-on-one matchups, whether it's the 50-50 ball, whether it's man coverage, or even in zone coverage. We are getting a lot of quarters coverage from Ohio U. And in quarters coverage, you're still one-on-one with that cornerback.
Now it's just a matter of getting some of these younger guys involved, too, and so there's that trust developing there as well, like Tyler Bird.
No question. It was great to really get Tyler Bird some meaningful reps in the game, and you can see that he's very dynamic when he gets his hands on the football.
Tennessee gets the win over Ohio U, and we'll continue with more on the Butch Jones Show in a moment.
Time out to check the stats. Brought to you by Dish.
On Saturday, September 10th, 2016, the Tennessee Volunteers played the Virginia Tech Hokies in the Battle at Bristol, the most attended college football game in history. Check the stats. Before the battle at Bristol, the largest crowd a University of Tennessee team has ever played in front of was on September 18, 2004, when Neyland Stadium was filled to capacity with an attendance of 109,061. On that Saturday in September, Tennessee defeated Florida 30-28. Tennessee quarterback Eric Ainge shined on this day, throwing 3 touchdown passes. But it was kicker James Wilhoit who made a 50-yard field goal as time expired to give the Vols the victory.
Check the stats. Dish introduces the new Flex Pack. Learn more at dish.com/Vol. Catch the Vol on Dish, proud partner of the Big Orange.
It's been used universally for decades. The consummate attaboy. Good job. Way to go. Because nothing says a job well done like the classic high five. So if someone wants to give you 5, the polite thing to do is say thank you. That's why for 5 years in a row, Farm Bureau Insurance has been proud to receive the J.D. Power Award for highest customer satisfaction among auto insurers in the Southeast region. Farm Bureau Insurance. Tennessee turns to us.
Excellence is a journey that you choose to take. It's a choice to be the academic medical center in the region. It's a focus on not asking what's next, but discovering it. Excellence is having physicians on the cutting edge of medicine, training future generations of physicians. The University of Tennessee Medical Center. Wisdom for your life.
When my father started Food City, he held his stores to the highest standard of quality. He believed that every store should have a knowledgeable butcher so that customers always got the most for their money. Now today there are Food City stores in 4 states, and you'll find certified Angus beef in every one of them, and always at a great price. That's value, and that's what you'll find at Food City.
From hard work, humble beginnings, and the red clay of Tennessee, greatness is built brick by brick. This is Coach Philip Fulmer. General Shell and I are proud supporters of Tennessee football.
Our family. We're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family.
And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Now get F-150 with 0 for 72, plus 1,000 smart bonus on select vehicles, plus 500 Labor Day bonus cash.
Go Vols!
Tennessee fans, it's time to lock in. On sale now is the official Tennessee football fan t-shirt for 2016. Lock-in shirts are on sale now at Vol shops on campus and at participating fan shops across the state, including Alumni Hall, Hound Dogs, Walgreens, Sports Seasons, and Food City. That's Lock In, presented by Dish. The Vol Network now turns the spotlight on Team 120, brought to you by Hyundai. Proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere.
I'm Maddie Glab, sitting down with true sophomore Micah Abernathy, also known as the SEC Defensive Player of the Week. Micah, you had 8 tackles, 1 TFL in the first game. In the second game, you go ahead and have 3 fumble recoveries. How hype were you after that 3rd fumble recovery? You get up and you get to celebrate with your teammates.
Yeah, it was really surreal. I was surprised that I got 3 of them, let alone 2, but I was just happy that I could make the play for my team.
That's the 3rd fumble recovery tonight by Micah Abernathy, a new school record. Nobody's ever done that in Tennessee history.
You played on special teams last year. Has it just been really waiting for the opportunity to start this season?
Yeah, I've definitely been waiting. I worked really hard in the offseason to gain weight, with the position move to safety, to get my footwork right, and I've been waiting for the season to come around.
What's been the biggest change moving from nickel to safety that you've had to really work on?
Well, with safety, everything's in front of you, so you have to have very good vision. And with nickel, you're playing a lot of man-to-man, and you're looking at the line of scrimmage a lot. But at safety, you have to see a lot.
Favorite cover to play on defense?
Definitely man-to-man. I like the man-to-man. It's simple and easy. You got one guy and take him.
Who's your biggest cheerleader on the field?
My biggest cheerleader is my mom. She's definitely my biggest cheerleader. I can hear her from the stands sometimes. And when I used to run track, she would like make this noise where I would be all the way across the track and I could hear her.
What's it like?
It's like a whoo or something like that. I don't know. I can't do it. No, I've never met anybody that can do it. But they know it's her when she does it.
All right, your grandfather was huge in the civil rights movement, really close to Martin Luther King. Your dad was a senator. Why is it so special to rep the last name Abernathy on the platform of sport?
Well, a lot of things come with the last name Abernathy that I've learned throughout my entire life. I learned from a young age that this name isn't just some random name, it's something that means something. So just from growing up, my parents instilled in me just values that I live by, and just I'm trying to bring that to football and show what I am.
Is there one value that your family has really taught you that you like to carry on in your everyday life?
My character, definitely. That's something that my parents have definitely stressed in me and my siblings' lives, and I try to bring that to my daily life.
Awesome. Thanks for sitting down with us, Micah. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Micah Abernathy has become a terrific player from a terrific family.
You're exactly right. He's really growing leaps and bounds from playing as a true freshman and now his second year in the program. But the thing I continually say about Micah Abernathy is consistency and performance. You know what you're getting, Micah, every single day. He has a smile on his face. Obviously, Ralph David played for us at Cincinnati, then transferred here to be with him with Micah for his senior year. And their family is very, very special with his mother and Annette, and they mean so much. And this is a relationship where we've really known this family for a long period of time.
It's a character family, and that rubs off on other players on this team, doesn't it?
No question. And Micah is the epitome of a student athlete. He represents everything that we want. Great student, developing into a fine football player. Very, very consistent in his approach. Does a great job in community service hours for us. Just very, very well-rounded.
You need leadership in the secondary, finding safeties that know how to line other guys up and be a leader back there. Those are special.
Well, there's a lot that goes into it from a leadership standpoint. Leadership is influence, but also having that consistency, which we talk about, but that confidence, and you have to be very vocal as well.
So Micah Abernathy, a key member of the Tennessee secondary. We'll ask the coach when we come back next here on the Butch Jones Show.
September 24th is a big day for Vol Nation. When your Vols host the Florida Gators, we need you to get your game face on. Join our friends at Dish in making a statement in the fight against Alzheimer's. We're counting on all 102-455 to wear the specially provided eye blacks in honor of Coach Summit. Let's show the world what it's like to get your game face on.
Good or better? The Hyundai Tucson versus the Ford Escape. Estimated fueling costs, the Ford's higher.
Whoa.
Estimated routine repairs, the Ford's higher.
What's happening?
In fact,
guys?
Hyundai has the lowest 5-year cost to own of all brands for 2016. So again, Ford's higher.
Guys?
That's really high.
Very funny! Ha ha!
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. The 2016 Tucson from Hyundai.
Technology affects us on a daily basis, no matter what we have to do. So when it comes to our banking, everything has to be fast and convenient. For a coach on the go or a family on the go, First Tennessee is the name to know for online banking and mobile banking. And I couldn't forget my big orange debit card. It's with me all the time. And when I pull that out of my wallet, I'm very proud to show the Power T. You'll find the Power T at First Tennessee.
There's people who care where I'm going,
and good friends to welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
Tailgating doesn't have to be work anymore. Kick off your game day with Tailgate Tennessee. Located inside Circle Park, Tailgate Tennessee offers premium tailgate packages with private tents, TVs, food, and much more. You park the car, we'll do the rest. For more information, visit tailgatetennessee.com. Presented by Zaxby's and Dish. You asked, he'll answer. This is Ask the Coach, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Check them out at academy.com/Vols for your chance to win Tennessee football tickets. No purchase necessary.
Coach, the question I have is from Cooper Gallardo, and how important is it to have a player like Balin Buchanan step up versus Ohio in this game?
It was actually huge for us. You know, he's an individual who's played very sparingly, but has gained a lot of practice repetitions. And you could really see the light click on with Balin about a week ago. Just taking pride in his performance, a high level of intensity. And to his credit, he was prepared and ready to go when his opportunity came, and he had no idea that his opportunity would come and come so early.
And get that many snaps. John Bryce from the Vol Network joins us here. John?
Coach, I wanted to ask you, following up on Balin Buchanan, you talk about he had himself ready, but since you've been Tennessee's coach, you've had a habit of playing a lot of true freshmen and having them ready. How have you been able to do that, especially going into this season where you have a much more veteran team and maybe some of those guys, it wasn't obvious that they would be needed in the first month of the season?
Well, first of all, it's a tribute to Balin and to all of our younger players that have played, because it's a tribute to their mental intensity and just working every single day and not be focused on the outside of why am I playing or not playing, I need more reps, just working to become better and better each and every day, because in football you never know when your opportunity is going to come. But also at the end of practice, we do about a 20-minute segment of youth development, and we work the individual skill sets so they get a little bit of extra practice reps with our coaches on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Now, your special teams have been a rock for you since you've been at Tennessee and throughout your coaching career. I watch you coach it personally every day on the practice field. You said you're not having the mistakes on the practice field that have occurred on game days. How do you try even more on the practice field, or what can you try more on the practice field to eliminate those game day mistakes?
Well, you have to continue to demand from it, and you have to learn from the mistakes that you've made. But we've had way too many penalties on the special teams game. So that's something that we'll work to correct. We'll continue to demand excellence in the special teams game. And as you can see, kind of the flavor of the first three games is nobody wants to kick it to us. But when they do kick it to us, we have to be ready to go. Our kickoff return is going to have very, very limited opportunities. But the one time that they kick it, you have to be ready, and you have to be ready to answer the call. And we had a big kickoff return today, and it was called back because of a holding penalty. And you can't have those mistakes because, again, those are momentum stiflers. We can't have that. That stifles your momentum. It kills your momentum. And I think we all know when Evan Berry gets his hands on the football, something electric's going to happen.
Everybody wants to know about the injuries. Jalen Reese-Maven, Cam Sutton, Darren Kirkland Jr., all their status for the coming week. When will you know?
I'll know a little bit more on Monday, but I can tell you Cam Sutton's going to be out an extended period of time. And again, when we started the show, it's very, very unfortunate because of everything that he brings to our football program on the field, off the field, in the locker room. But now he's going to have to lead and step up, which I know Cam Sutton will do.
Any way Kirkland might be back? When will you know that?
We'll have to see. I would say it's doubtful right now, but we'll see how it progresses and how the week progresses as well. And, you know, right now we have a team that's really trying to will themselves to win. You look at Justin Martin, who wasn't even supposed to play, hurt his ankle in practice, and at halftime he goes in and he gets dressed. And he comes out and he's like, Coach, if you need me, I'll give everything that I have. But also in the development of Balin Buchanan throughout the course of this game, is Justin Martin was there mentoring him and coaching him and teaching him on every snap.
Well, one of your goals be 3-0 going into the SEC, and you've accomplished that.
Well, we have, and that's where we need to be. But as we all know, we have to take monumental steps forward in all three phases: offense, defense, special teams. Get back to playing complementary football and having a high consistency in everything that we do.
Congratulations on the win over Ohio, and we'll see you next week against the Gators.
Sounds good. Go Vols, Bob.
Butch Jones with us. We'll continue with more in just a moment.
Fans, please direct your attention to the video board for tonight's Loyal Fan of the Game. Brought to you by Hyundai. Vol fans are loyal. Hyundai fans are loyal too. Enough to be ranked #1 in customer loyalty 6 years in a row.
We are believers. Trust is earned in the field, where a full day's work will always tell the truth. We believe in what we do and what we have done. Who are we? #1 in subcompact tractors, #1 in compact excavators, and #1 in diesel engines. We are Kubota.
From hard work, humble beginnings, and the red clay of Tennessee, greatness is built brick by brick. This is Coach Philip Fulmer. General Shell and I are proud supporters of Tennessee football.
1 Tennessee. 1 sustainable goal. 0 waste in Neyland Stadium. No sort recycling. Now 0 excuses. Made possible by Eastman, Food City, and Waste Connections. No sort makes it easy to be a good sport. Tackle sustainability. At Tennessee, good sports always recycle.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family.
And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Now get F-150 with 0 for 72, plus 1,000 smart bonus on select vehicles, plus 500 Labor Day bonus cash.
Go Vols!
With CPI Security's InTouch system, you get complete protection, control, and convenience right at your fingertips. Arm your system, lock your doors, and make sure everyone is safe when you're not home. During an emergency, you're quickly connected to our award-winning monitoring station, delivering a fast, personal response when you need it. Call CPI today to get a complete InTouch system, including an interior and outdoor HD camera, touchscreen door lock, and thermostat installed free. That's over $2,100 in free equipment.
Monday night means more Tennessee football. Join us from 8 to 9 p.m. for the Big Orange Hotline. Bob Kessling, Jeff Francis, and Pat Ryan break down Saturday's ballgame live from the patio of Dead End Barbecue in West Knoxville. That's the Big Orange Hotline, every Monday night. The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by CPI Security, proud corporate sponsor of the Vols. By Humana, over 50 years of experience in the healthcare industry. Humana, your partner in health.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas.
And by the Tennessee Education Lottery, proud to have raised over $3.5 billion to support education programs in Tennessee. This is Exact Science, brought to you by Humana, your partner in health.
The ACL is the main ligament that provides stability to our knee when we do sport movements like change of direction and jump landing. Recovery times are quite long, and it's a ligament that is pretty common to be injured in football. So anything we can do to prevent that injury is obviously something we want to work hard at. So one of the evaluation tools that we'll use with our players to decide if they're strong in their hips is a step down technique. So when we do this, we'll watch his knees from the front to make sure that his knee stays over top of his toe as he does a step down, showing that his hip is strong enough to control his knee position. Good. And we can see there his knee stayed over top of his toe. Daryl's going to demonstrate what it may look like if someone had hip weakness on their left side. And we would look for his knee to come together towards his other knee, and the inability to keep his knee straight over top of his toe could mean that he has weakness in his hips that we need to address to prevent knee injuries. One of the other things that we will evaluate with our players that we feel might be at risk is their jump landing technique. The first will be with a good position of his knees over top of his toes and a good absorption of shock when he lands. So you see his knees stay over top of his toes well, he bent his knees and hips and absorbed the shock well. One of the things we'll look for that could lead to an injury again with hip weakness is on a jump landing when their knees collapse towards each other, and that can show weakness in the hips. You see how his knees quickly buckled in and came back out. They didn't stay in line over top of his toes. That could indicate, again, weakness in the hips that could lead to the knee being in bad position when they land, and therefore possibly an injury. Once we identify a factor that we think can lead one of our players to be at higher risk for an ACL injury, we'll intervene with a prevention program, mainly based upon strengthening the muscles that we feel may be weak or training the techniques of either balance or jump landing that they may have a deficit in. So for an athlete that does have weakness in his hips, one of the exercises we'll do is a band walk where we have the band around their knees. He's going to step and control the other foot coming towards it so that he's resisting the motion. This is great strengthening of his hip muscles that help control that knee position when he lands. Another exercise we'll do to address hip weakness is what we call a dog leg. And Daryl has a ball that's pinched between his knee so that he's engaging his hamstring and his glute. And then he's got a weight on his ankle, and he's going to go ahead and he's going to kick out to the side, and he's going to strengthen these abduction and external rotators of his hip, which control that knee position when he steps down and lands.
No matter the day, it's always football time in Tennessee. Join the Vol Network each weekday at Calhoun's on the River for Vol Calls. Talk Tennessee football with head coach Butch Jones. Vol Calls, Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. on the Vol Network.
The 2016 Nissan Altima. An IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus. With forward emergency braking that could stop for you. Take on sudden stops. Get to your local Nissan store today for 0% financing for up to 72 months. Or save up to $4,500 on the 2016 Altima. It's a Nissan, proud partner of the Tennessee Volunteers.
Excellence is finding ways to solve new challenges. It's one of the reasons we created our 6 Centers of Excellence. Physicians from different disciplines working together to provide better solutions for you. It's a collaborative effort that pushes us to be our best and to provide you with the best care possible. Excellence is a journey that we take every day. The University of Tennessee Medical Center. Wisdom for your life.
You know, these Zaxby's fried pickles really take me back to Mima's kitchen.
Yeah. Mima really would have loved these. Is that a time machine?
Yep, and I brought Mima back with me.
That's not Mima.
Ooh, okay, let's get you back inside.
Better than Grandma's? Maybe. Indescribably good? Definitely. Fried pickles are back. Lightly breaded, fried to perfection, and served with ranch sauce. Try them before they're gone. Zaxby's.
There's something out there. Something stirring. Something wild. Introducing the Wild family of instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. Win up to $500,000. Out of nowhere. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun.
Clausen out of the shotgun. Back to throw. Looking. Firing over the middle. The pass is complete. It's complete to Kelly Washington. Washington's going to walk in for a Tennessee touchdown. 70 yards as Casey Clausen found Kelly Washington on the slant. Washington beat the defense and rolled in for a bomb.
Right behind him, Jalen Hurd. They'll give it to him, and Hurd hurls into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Went right over the top of the middle of that line. Dobbs fakes it, now takes off running to the 10. Dobbs to the 5, all the way to the checkerboard. Touchdown, Tennessee. Josh Dobbs makes the handoff and takes off up the middle for a touchdown.
Tennessee has scored the first points of the second half on Josh Dobbs' touchdown scamper.
Back with John Bryce talking about the keys to the Tennessee victory over Ohio. Obviously, I think most people came into the game thinking Tennessee was going to roll in this one, but Ohio U, again, played very well defensively, caused some problems for Tennessee's offense.
Yeah, I thought Tennessee, obviously, Bob, had a much crisper start on the offensive side of the ball. And again, defensively did good things early and then had a mistake that allowed Ohio back onto the field. But that was encouraging. The way that Tennessee closed the football game was encouraging. But I don't think we've come close to seeing Tennessee play a complete football game yet.
You see glimpses, though, offensively. The passing game improved a little bit with Josh Malone.
Yeah, I think there's very obvious chemistry and connection between Josh Dobbs and Josh Malone. These guys have roomed together in previous years. They've gone on spring break trips together. And I think you're starting to see the fruits of several years of a close-knit relationship really bearing themselves out on the field. It's just putting it all together, Bob, on both sides of the football. We saw glimpses, even despite those injuries, from the defense against Ohio. But again, it goes back to playing what Butch Jones calls complementary football and doing it for 4 full quarters.
Defensively, I think some of the keys is Tennessee again found a way to win. Colton Jumper really was very solid at middle linebacker. That was one of the keys to Tennessee's win. And then how they had to shuffle people back and forth without really a lot of busts defensively.
Yeah, it didn't appear to have a ton of busts, and most of those appeared to be in the back end, honestly, when the Vols had some struggles against Ohio defensively. Obviously a much stiffer test. I think that the speed factor wasn't as big of an element against Ohio as what it very obviously will be moving into this gauntlet of the SEC, and that's where I think Tennessee's biggest concerns stem from on the defensive side of the ball. If Reeves-Maben's out an extended period of time, and it doesn't sound like after hearing Coach that Kirkland will be back this week.
Or Cam Sutton.
Or obviously not Cam Sutton, no Cortez Sapp. Not only are you missing key players, but you're down a lot of numbers as well.
You know, it's amazing when you get to the 4th game of the season, the other team's been able to scout your film, and they start picking on your weaknesses. So Tennessee has got some areas they've got to shore up going up against Florida this week.
They do. And again, it's on both sides of the football. And I don't know that we're going to see a light switch moment for that offensive line right now. We saw them almost stick with the same 5 throughout the game against Ohio. They gave Drew Richmond 1 series. Chance Hall is a guy they hope to have back out on the practice field next week. He would be an instant impact guy whenever he's able to return and be full go for that offensive line.
Time now to announce the AutoZone player of the game and get in the zone with AutoZone. And in the zone for Tennessee was quarterback Josh Dobbs. Congratulations to Josh Dobbs. Had a big game. You see the 2 touchdowns, threw a couple of touchdown passes as well. Congratulations to Josh Dobbs, our AutoZone player of the game. For the auto parts, accessories, and advice you need, get in the zone, AutoZone. We'll look ahead to the Florida Gators next here on the Butch Jones Show.
The Vols rushed for 120 yards or more this week. Download the Dunkin' Donuts app and get a free medium hot or iced coffee today. Vol fans, run on Dunkin'. The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by CPI Security, proud corporate sponsor of the Vols. By Humana, over 50 years of experience in the healthcare industry. Humana, your partner in health.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas.
And by the Tennessee Education Lottery. Proud to have raised over $3.5 billion to support education programs in Tennessee.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family.
And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Now get F-150 with 0 for 72, plus 1,000 smart bonus on select vehicles, plus 500 Labor Day bonus cash.
Go Vols!
Why are the clothes always so damp? Why do they take so long to dry?
Because we have an electric dryer.
Dad, why is this house so cold?
It's electric heat. Just bundle up and go ask your mother.
Mom, why is the
Go ask your father.
Why did this take so long? Why is it dry? Why is it burnt?
Maybe we should finally switch to natural gas.
Finally!
Why haven't you switched to natural gas?
Being a First Tennessee customer makes you very, very comfortable and very confident that you're getting the best of the best in terms of customer service, innovation, and updated technologies each and every day. First Tennessee provides everything to be successful in a convenient way, especially with the online banking and the mobile banking. And the most powerful word you can use is trust, and I trust them with all my banking. I tell anyone who wants to bank with the best, follow me to First Tennessee.
Good or better? The Hyundai Tucson versus the Ford Escape. Estimated fueling costs? The Ford's higher.
Whoa.
Estimated routine repairs? The Ford's higher.
What's happening?
In fact,
Guys?
Hyundai has the lowest 5-year cost to own of all brands for 2016. So again, Ford's higher.
Guys? That's really high. Very funny! Ha ha!
Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. The 2016 Tucson from Hyundai.
Time now for the First Tennessee First Look, a scouting report and look ahead at the Vols' upcoming opponents. Brought to you by First Tennessee, the official bank of the Vols.
I'm BFL Eric Ainge. It's time for the First Tennessee First Look. The Florida Gators are coming to town, and they like to bring it on both sides of the football. A lot of pressures, especially on defense. 4 down fronts, some middle linebacker stunts, even defensive back pressures. A lot of man-to-man with an occasional cover 2 behind it. They like to play very aggressive on defense. On offense, a little more old school. They want to hand the football off, push it downfield, and they want to play some smash mouth downhill football. I'm Eric Ainge, and that's the First Tennessee First Look.
John, Tennessee's 3-0 going into SEC play. You kind of throw all that kind of out of the window now as conference play start. The things you had that maybe were good or bad in the pre-conference, now they'll be magnified here coming up.
There's no more defining stretch of Tennessee's season, Bob, than the next 4 weeks, and it starts this weekend. And it's not necessarily fair for all these players and coaches that haven't lived the long losing streak to Florida that all the fans feel and that the fan base feels, and I think those frustrations boil over. But this is a huge game for the Tennessee football program. It's a huge game for getting out 1-0 in the SEC East against the team that I think is the biggest obstacle. I think if Tennessee beats Florida this week, then it goes to the SEC championship game ultimately, and this Florida game is as big as it comes.
Florida is one of the better defensive teams in the conference, and their quarterback Del Rio is playing maybe better than most people thought he would.
He's playing better than I thought he would, to be quite honest with you. He's making really good decisions. He's distributing the football. He's got a little bit more athleticism than I think some people realize. And then defensively, I think Chris Lowe told me that ESPN folks had rated 5 of Florida's defensive players in their top 50 potential NFL draft picks for next year. That's a whole lot of Sunday players playing next Saturday in Neyland Stadium.
Well, also everybody knew coming into the season, the questions weren't going to be on defense.
No, not at all. And that's why the defensive setbacks for Tennessee with those injuries are so critical, because I thought that the Vols going into that game had a decided defensive advantage against Florida's offense. Those injuries may neutralize it a little bit, but I still think if Tennessee can force Del Rio into some mistakes and have a chance to do something defensively against the Gators to alter the game.
Yeah, they got to pressure him. They can't let him stand back there and throw the football.
Not at all.
Big challenge for both of these teams. Tennessee and Florida will kick it off at 3:30 at Neyland Stadium coming up on Saturday. Hope to see you there, and also hope to see you next week right here on The Butch Jones Show.
This has been a presentation of the Vol Network, produced by IMG, the world's premier sports media and entertainment company.